Aljamain Sterling emerges with his belt. He becomes the first bantamweight champion to thrice successfully defend this title. Now, one of the judges gave Aljamain Sterling round 5. I thought round 5 was the easiest round to score for Henry Cejudo. Now, I could be wrong, right? But had this judge scored round 5 for Henry Cejudo, as many of us saw it for Henry, we'd have a different result today. I thought the fight was close. I did think Aljamain Sterling had a 3-1 lead going into that 5th round. Overall thoughts on what was a very technical, counter-wrestling, counter-attacking type main event over the weekend?
It was a beautiful fight. So I'd like to put this into context, just coming from where I came from, where, it was often repeated that 135 pounders, 145 pounders, 155 pounders don't really sell fights. They don't sell pay-per-views. You had a sold out arena there because of these guys. And it was a fight that was highly anticipated, not only from the hardcore fans, but from the fans in general. And I think that's a big moment in the sport. And I think it's important to appreciate that and understand that. That was not always the case in mixed martial arts. And to see where this sport has come, I think was a great achievement. We had 2 fantastic fighters going at it, 2 very different styles. And I thought that it was a great performance from Henry Cejudo, a guy that did not fight for over 3 years and still put on a phenomenal performance. Did he win the fight? I didn't think so. I thought Aljamain did an excellent job of winning the rounds and doing so at the right time. And that was the big concern for me coming off this long layoff for Henry Cejudo, was making those right decisions during the fight when you need to. I was unsure of that sharpness and that decision making coming off that 3-year layoff. That absolutely matters. It's one thing to do things in training and to stick to a game plan, and I thought he did that, but to make the right adjustments during the fight, I think is what hurt Henry Cejudo. It was close, but when I went back and watched it, which was just a couple hours ago, John, I actually scored it 4-1 for Aljo. I had all 3 rounds going into it. 4th round, I thought was a much better start for Henry Cejudo. He was moving forward, but I thought that last series and some of the exchanges were in Aljo's favor as well. Round 5, as you mentioned, John, absolutely was for Henry Cejudo. I don't know how you can't see that for Henry Cejudo.